All right, so last time where I left off, I got a bunch of concrete flowing into London, but I need to increase the amount of steel. So I still need to hook up this iron mine down here. So let's go ahead and do that. Hmm. Now, the I guess the trick is with this is that I need to cross a fairly long distance and I need to cross other tracks. So I think that I should probably have bridges going across stuff. Let's stay in keeping with what I was doing before and have 6 long trains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll just do something like a bridge over here. And up here, make a bridge here. And then get over to the steel smelter. And let's see here. I guess I'll just have it go into a separate track. And I need to reconfigure this a little bit. This guy, yeah, planning for future. Let's put him over here. I think that would make a bit more sense. And then let's put our platform, so to make a bridge. And actually all of these guys can scoot up a bit. Like that. Because there's space for it, so why not? And then let's make a... Okay, this thing will have to be double tracked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's double track it. Do I care what side it is? Not really. Let's do it like this. About. All right, so I got a bit of double track situation going on here. Get our signals. And we also need to have a depot carrying iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And oh yeah, 2 trains. Okay, let's see if I can fix this full screen situation. Oh no, just made it worse. Mm, okay, this fixed. Great. Probably doesn't look any different to you, but the taskbar was showing before. All right, so let's just run that. Oh, I'm always so forgetful of this. Yeah, I need the chain signal there. And I suspect this needs 3 trains, to be honest, because that's a really long track. Now, how are we doing? Oh, we got a lot of ore. We need more coal. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. And then we need that, and that, and that. And we need a second coal train. Then presumably we'll need another one of these guys also. So let's just preemptively do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna make this look nice. Can we scoot this over just a little? Come on, work with me here. How about we do something like that? Slightly nicer. Eh. Okay, whatever. It's good enough. And again, we need a chain signal, chain signal, chain signal, pre-signal, pre-signal, and 2 trains. See how we're doing? Pretty well. Pretty well. And we have more steel than needed. Interesting. Okay, and it's a bit better again. Now, how are we doing here? Got a lot of coal, got a lot of concrete. So we could actually be picking it up faster. Looks like our limiting factor is sand. But this is something that, well, okay, let's just first see if we can have more trains picking it up. Okay, how are we doing here? Okay, now we're picking it up at a higher rate. So there should be a bit better score, yeah. Better by 9,500. So that's pretty good. We still could use more coal. So I think that, well, let me check more stuff. Okay, we're picking up all the sand here. How are we doing here? Okay, we could pick up more sand. Are we backed up here though? No. Okay. So we could do with another sand train from here. How many does this have? 3 also. Okay. Looks like 3 is the number needed to saturate it. Okay, better by another 7,500. It's great. How's the sand? Still sand. Okay, interesting. Why is that? Right, not to complain, but it's kind of interesting, isn't it? That 3 complete this and not this one though. Right, this, oh no, this also has a little extra. Right, is that because it's backed up? And maybe I shouldn't let it go so far into the future. It's not a good comparison point. Okay. Okay, so we have a little extra sand there. Okay, yeah, so these are out now. I think it just may have been like sand is slowly accumulating here and eventually it backed up. We'll pick up the concrete pretty much fast enough, so it's not like we need more trains to pick it up at the moment. And is that still our limiting factor? Yes. Okay, now I think it's time to use the limestone. So we can just have another little offshoot here. So let's have a train track come from here. And go to the limestone quarry. And let's see here. I probably don't need it as long, but might as well make it the same length. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's just stick to the same train length. But what I'm also wondering, I'm not sure we need that much limestone. Because limestone is sort of like a catalyst, right? You don't need a lot of it, you need to sprinkle some in. So this might be a situation where we might not need to double track it. And anyhow, it might be interesting just having like a bit of a different situation here. So let's make it go like that. Wait, no. What do I want? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I can make a... Do I want... It's hard to do it on that side, isn't it? Okay, forget that. I'll do it on the left side, even though it does mess with my American sensibilities of what's the right side of the road to drive on. But where there's a need, I can get past my hang-ups. Okay, and then we need to cut this track. Oh, that was atrocious. Okay, that's certainly something. And so what I need here is a one-way coming in, one-way exiting. This also needs to be at the junction and a free signal there. And put some limestone. And I don't think we need any signals right now at the moment. And is that the right length? Yes. Okay, just checking. No, it's not. I take it back. Now it's the right length. Okay. And then the last thing I need to do is fix the routing because that is clearly wrong. Okay, the limestone, you need to go that way. And sand, and other sand. Okay, you're all good. Great. You good, Ridley? Yes. Okay, looking good. Okay, let's see this limestone come in. Just a sec. That should boost the efficiency. It should be like twice as efficient with the coal and the sand, basically. Okay, so let's run this a bit faster. Okay, so the concrete's accumulating a bit, so that's good. It's worse. Oh no, wait, actually, let's look at that again. I should have looked in more detail. So, yeah, so it did go a little bit faster, but the trains and other infrastructure cost too much to pay for it. But I don't think we should necessarily. Why do I keep on canceling it when I shouldn't? Yeah, so now I have an excess of concrete. I don't have enough steel, so I'm limited by my steel. So if we can boost the steel, then maybe it'll pay for itself. So what's the deal here? Should I also feed it limestone? These guys are having to wait a little bit. Yeah, so this is a little bit inefficient here. I am picking up all the steel, but if I boost the production, I'll need to have something better, like double tracking and have some more trains to pick up the product. Now, what is interesting though, now that I'm looking at this, is that my limestone track, it does need to get over here, and there is a nice railroad I could tie into. So if I could tie into that, I can service both of them from one limestone quarry and yeah, reuse my infrastructure. So that sounds like an amazing plan, actually. Let's do it. So I will have to wind up double tracking it. That is not going to be enough. Okay, so how... I mean, obviously I can just do this. The question is the other side. for returning. How do I want to do that? Because we're getting into a situation where I have like maybe bridges over bridges. Hmm. Hmm. So I could have something split off and go under and then make another bridge and come back here, I guess. Is that seems a little complicated though. But I guess that's what I'll do. I don't know. Well, let's just do it. Whatever. So that, and then that's gonna work. That's too crazy. Then like that. It needs to come down. And it's like reconnect somehow. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, let's scoot this guy over a little bit. I don't really need this intermediate piece, do I? I can just directly connect those guys. Well, I mean, certainly something. Thing is, I do kind of need this piece not to connect directly because that is part of the bridge right down. I can maybe reduce this vertex. And this ramp is quite big. We make that a little shorter. And maybe make that a little nicer. Yeah, okay. Okay, track's too close. No, so track's too close. Sure. Maybe more like that. Okay, it's allowed. Yeah, okay. It's a bit of an abomination I have here, but it's legal. All right, let's put in the signals. Well, okay. So first of all, we have some pre-signals. And lock signal, lock signal. Lock, lock. Oopsie. And then free signal. That's that. 1, 2, 3, and then the last one here. Okay. Free signal, and lock signal. Great. That should be it. And I think that what I'll do is I'll actually have a second limestone train here. Like a second route so I can independently load balance them because they're different lengths. Okay, so this is limestone to iron. This one I can call and limestone to concrete. And like it, this one will be white. This one will be a nice red, so I can tell them apart. All right, routing. Limestone to concrete. What you need to do here is go that direction. Limestone to iron, you need to go that way. Okay. And I absolutely need to put some signals here. So chain signal, chain signal. And yeah, I need to double track this. Of course. So let's move that up there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever. I'll just go in a weird direction. And so this will be a free signal. And this will be a chain, and this will be a free. Oh, and this will be bidirectional. Excuse me. What's going on here? Something got messed up. Okay, sand, sand, iron ore. Oh. Yeah, okay, so that's the problem. Iron ore needs to go this way. Limestone to concrete. Excuse me, what? Oh, I, I put these the wrong direction. Okay. Because I have my track in a bizarre world here, reverse directions. Completely messing with my mind. Okay. Okay, let's look at the routing again. Limestone to concrete. Limestone to iron. Okay, that's correct. Limestone to iron. Okay, I didn't specify that you need to go that way. Okay, well, let's look over here. Limestone to iron, so you go that way. Sand. Mm-hmm. You would also go that way. Concrete. Okay, I think things are correct now. Yeah. That I feel 50% confident that I have fixed everything now. Is everything backed up in a weird way? How is this so backed up? I only have 2 trains. Incredible. Yeah, this is like a real train network, huh? Hey, which way are you gonna go? Ah. Yeah, I might need more tracks or something. Or platforms. Okay, let's go to the end. How are we doing here? How's concrete? How are you doing? Okay, effectively pick up all the steel. We don't have enough coal. Oh, this is actually kind of I don't know if this guy paid for itself. Worse. Oh my gosh. Did all that. That's worse. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Does make me wonder. It feels like this isn't the first time. I feel like I've been a little bit limited in when I tried making a more complex system, it wound up not paying for itself. So I wonder if I have my infrastructure costs too high. As in like the game balance sort of way. They were a little bit lower. Maybe it would permit these more complicated things. But maybe I shouldn't quite give up. Maybe they're just inefficiencies here. So I let that run way too long. So we do have concrete that's not being picked up. And we're not delivering enough coal. Two coal. Oh, wait, hold up, hold up. I think I may have made a mistake. This one uses too much coal. It's not symmetric here. Yeah, I think that might be a mistake on my part. I think this should have 1 coal and 2 iron ore. So I feel like I need to fix that. Before, yeah, before trying to optimize this anymore. I think, yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of this episode. And I will make a fix and see if I can improve things. Oops. Oh, wait, I actually forgot. we go here. We got some quests. So Queen Elizabeth said, I have been most impressed with your continued success in expanding our rail network. I am most interested in facilitating the flow of goods through the Port of London. With an improved port infrastructure, I have then been considering how we might further capitalize on these advancements and to whom the works should go to. With this in mind, I am prepared to explore the possibility of making government contracts available within Ireland. Ireland's economic struggles have left many of its communities without the opportunities that are more readily available in other parts of the kingdom. By enhancing the infrastructure and connecting more towns and cities through an improved rail network, we can help to alleviate some of these difficulties and open new avenues for growth and development. All right. Well, isn't that an interesting turn of events? The Queen tying Irish contracts to improvements in London. There's an opportunity in that if you play your cards right. To win those contracts, show her that you share and can expand on her vision. Point out that by improving London's rail connections, you're not just meeting a condition, you're setting the stage for even greater integration across not just the British Isles, but the entire British Empire. Then ask for something in return. Whether it's exclusive rights to certain routes in Ireland, financial incentives, or even future contracts. Make sure you're getting something tangible for your efforts in London. The Queen has made her move. Now it's time to make yours. And remember, you're in a position of strength. You run the best rail company in England with proven track record of successful rail lines. The Crown needs your expertise to achieve its goals. Use that to secure terms that will not only benefit the company now, but also lay the groundwork for even greater opportunities in the future. This is your chance not just to meet the Queen's expectations, but to turn her conditions into a strategic advantage for the company. Uncle, I think I'm starting to understand. I would have thought that her placing conditions on her help is restricting my options, but you seem to find a way to find advantage in every situation. I hadn't considered that I might have a position of strength and that she needs my expertise. You're catching on. It's easy to see conditions like these as restrictions, but in reality, they can be opportunities in disguise. When someone sets terms, it means they want something from you, and that gives you leverage. Specifically, we now know the Queen would like us to build infrastructure in Ireland, so our next question is then what incentives she is willing to provide. Remember, when they need you as much as you need them, it's not just about meeting their demands, it's about negotiating terms that work in the favor of both parties. All right. So with that,